Almighty Snatchers, welcome to the stream. It is a special event indeed. It is Season 2 Draft Night here for the Snatchers United Community League Baseball. Welcome everyone, welcome everyone. I know you guys have been waiting for a really long time for this one, but my goodness, it is finally here. And I don't know about you guys, but my heart is racing. It is absolutely racing. So I'm really excited to go through everything here. I see a lot of you guys are very anxious about everything here, and I'm excited. I'm excited. I know you guys are excited. This is a huge thing. Just want to say a big special thank you and welcome to everyone who's come in here. We've got CyberSyn Early, Necrocatic Games, Commander Glitchy, Seaside Peach, Mitzi Roo, Fozzie Badge, Rack Red, Lady Vengeance, Magic Ice, GTT Jesse, Naz from the Kickstarter, thank you so much for jumping in. Eris Allure, Mayhem with the Raid, Loza G. Is there anyone else I have not mentioned? Underdweller. Who else? A lot of you guys are here. This is really exciting. Oh, wow. So, unfortunately, I can't do anything about the raids. That will go off. But I do want to let you guys know, unfortunately, tonight, entrances, intros. Oh, Neon Dinosaur. Yep, those alerts are still on. Thank you for the sub, mate. Absolutely appreciate that. Yeah, I was going to say Neon Dinosaur before I got awarded a gifted sub. Hectic Gerva, thank you so much. Our alerts are mainly off. Only for intros and for channel redemptions. The only things that are available right now are applause. As you can probably tell, it's because we are doing a pretty structured stream here. Just want to let you guys know, it's not going to be 100%, but I'm going to try and follow a structure here. Now, to let you guys know about what kind of structure we're doing, I will let you guys know that this is what's planned for the night, is basically this. Guys, this is Season 2 Draft Night Rundown. We're going to have the recap. Thanks, Joe, for spelling it wrong, you dickhead. The Season 1 recap is the first thing we'll talk about. We talk about the changes that are coming in. Then we have our first round picks. Then we have some team profiles on the Yaks and the Boars. We'll go to round 2 picks then afterwards. And then we've got the Blue Whales and Yellow Owls. We've got our third round picks. We talk about how you guys are going to be leveling up and how you progress. And then we have our final round picks. And then it's about, well, what happens now? So there we go. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for it, man. So yeah. Yeah, obviously a bit of a spelling mistake there, but you know, Job can't be perfect, can he? All right, well, welcome in, guys. I won't keep you too long. We don't know how long this stream's going to go for. It could go for 40 minutes. It could be an hour, 6-hour stream. No, not a 6-hour stream. Definitely not. It could be maybe an hour. It could be an hour and a half. It could be half an hour. I don't know. Well, this depends on how we go through. But I do want to let you guys know, I have written a script of 22 pages long for today, but I guarantee it will not be boring. So there we go. But I think first of all, we will start off by talking about the, what's it called? The recap. That's the very first thing we need to do. So we need to talk about Season 1, you know, what happened in Season 1, because we do have a lot of players here who have obviously, you know, never played before, never seen this. So we're going to talk about them briefly for a bit. So yeah. So guys, as you all know, that before we do our first round of picks, 1 hour for each page. No, absolutely not, mate. No. All right, so here's what I had in my notes. We must first officially now close Season 1. A seasoned expert has already called that this is illegally difficult to explain. And at the very top of Season 1 was the Yaks. The Yaks finished with 5 wins and 1 loss. They dominated the ladder with a 26+ run difference and defeated the Owls 2-0 in the Grand Final Series to become the first ever league champions. It was powerful, very clinical, but it was beautiful to see. And then half the team apparently looked at that and then said, no thank you, because now the Yaks enter Season 2 with no captain. They're missing major core players and carrying the pressure of proving they were just not a one-season wonder with hooves. Underdweller, Necrocatic Games, Fushcade, and Scott Harwatt / Bandbot were huge parts of this title run. But with no clear leader now and a massive drop in championship players, the fans are now asking throughout every barn and field and possibly the tax office, can the Yak Attack go back to back? And along comes the Owls. The Owls were the closest to stopping the Yaks. They're rich, organised, and dangerous, and they're surrounded by rumours of money, stocks, and paperwork that definitely has "Do Not Shred" written on them. In Game 2 of the Grand Final, they pushed really hard and they looked like they were possibly going to force Game 3, but it all disappeared. The Yaks had deleted it. Lady Vengeance, Sweet Shayna, Red Picardo, Instructor Nick, Caboose, and Drakred gave the Owls some serious firepower, but they all fell short. Notably, Drakred, where #JusticeForDrak became more than a hashtag, it became a movement. He spent most of his time on the bench due to injury, and he finally got his chance. In the All-Star game, he ended up with the best batting average in the league, believe it or not, even in those few games. The Owls had greatness sitting there the whole entire time, but now Season 2 will ask, did they really know what they had, or did they accidentally leave one of their best weapons in the cupboard? As we move on to those hippies at the Whales, they became everyone's best friends with benefits in the league. They finished just outside the playoffs, but by the end of the season, they were building strong momentum, playing legendary games, and becoming one of the most loved teams in the competition. Mitzi Rue, Seaside Peach, and Verlin Von Wave helped build a team identity around peace, love, community, and occasionally sending baseballs into orbit. If Season 1 went longer, many would predict that the Whales may have swung themselves into the title picture. And then we have the Boars. The Boars were bottom of the ladder with only one win. But that one win came against the Owls. And for only one night of the season, the Boars were able to sing their club song. Just to remember that, well, they hadn't heard the song in such a long time, they forgot the words. Commander Glitchy, Loza G, Garden Gnome, and Queen Eden B gave all the Boars moments to remember, including that time where Eden B sent a ball back at the pitcher so hard it knocked them out. The Boars struggled, but somehow in this season, they have become one of the most popular teams to join. That tells me that these Boars are not dead, they are simply rebuilding. And so with that, we have Season 1 ending. We have champions, we have favourites, but now we move on to Season 2. And before we go on to that, we have to talk about the main things that are happening in Season 2 here. So, Season 2. Before we get into our first round of draft picks, we need to talk about what's actually changed. The main things that have changed. First of all, we talk about what's been removed. In Season 1, our first attempt at building this kind of league was based on your feedback. More than half of you guys got back to me with your feedback. And so I tried to take that in and really mess around with what could we do to make sure that your feedback is felt and it's implemented onto the next season. So first of all, I'm happy to let you guys know, archetypes are gone. Players, you no longer have to worry about complicated builds or stat ratios or penalties on stats or trying to work out how to build into your player. You don't have to stress about that anymore. You don't have to worry about that. So the archetype system is gone. Second, the Discord scenarios are no longer mandatory. They're still part of this season, but they're optional. They can be fun, but they can be very risky. They lead to big rewards, but ultimately big consequences. Players are not forced to take into them if they don't want to. And third, your points are no longer earned from in-game performance. You do not need to hit the most home runs to get the most points to level up. You do not need to win every single match. You do not even need to dominate the stats to make your character grow. We had to fix that up. That was one of the biggest things we changed. It's all about coming in, engaging, sharing the league, and role-playing the league. That's the major part. So I'm really happy that we had all that feedback. I think this is going to be a really good season. Don't get me wrong. There could be some hiccups, there could be some problems, but we'll just run through it all and we'll see what happens. So, shut up, Snatch. No one cares, because now I believe it's time for our first round of draft picks. And before we start with our first round of draft picks, I want to let you guys know that The first round is not exactly a priority pick. It's not like you guys are getting picked off the wall first. It's not that at all. It's basically, these are the people who got to me the earliest. Like, before even I said, hey, season 2, what do you reckon? These people had already signed in for it. So therefore, round 1, I have the, hang on. I have the CEOs. They're ready to do their first round pick. So the order is, The order is, because we'll go from last to first, it means that the Boars will go first, followed by the Whales, followed by the Owls, and then the Yaks. So I guess we're all here for the first round, and before we do anything, there is a special video here that I have to share with you guys, because this is a really special video. One Snatcher here decided to make a video and sent this to all the CEOs onto why they should be picked. So, for a feature presentation, here's Mayhem.
Mayhem 718.
I'm on the wrong video here. Give me a second, mate. Okay, first hiccup of the stream. Let me go to it. Hopefully this works.
Mayhem 718. This is why you should recruit me. Home run every time.
You didn't even hit it.
Didn't have to. Ugh. They've been a real play. Been double out.
Dude, you didn't even hit your cutoff man.
Didn't have to. About a 4-3.
Dude, you didn't really even run.
Didn't have to.
Thank you, Snatch, for inviting me into the league. Recruiters, it's on your shoulders now. Mayhem with you or against you. Voice is yours.
Mayhem. Absolutely legendary there, mate. Well, I want to let you guys know that the CEOs, they had a look at it, and a lot of them were like, we like this guy. But is Mayhem in the first round? I'm not sure, but I guess we're about to find out. But we won't need more. Oh, okay, hang on, guys. It's in. I believe we have our first pick. And it's gonna be for the Boars! The Red Boars pick. GTT Jesse! Wow. Mighty Galactico is our first round pick for the Boars. I'm sorry, I do forget. I was meant to actually show you guys this. I make a mistake. But before we do, Galactico has joined the Boars. Now let's talk about him for a moment. He comes in with a very clear role. He is cocky, friendly, someone who swings for the fences every time, which means you're either getting fireworks or an absolute disaster. He's both good at television. He likes bats, Batman, and Jason Bateman. So there's definitely a theme here. As for trivia, he has never been to Tasmania. He drinks an entire glass of milk before every game and has 6 cats. None of them play baseball. And during the off season, he swims with dolphins as part of his training. So we have a milk-powered, dolphin-trained, cat-owning power hitter with Batman energy. This could be a future superstar of the league, or an investigation waiting to happen. Now, I do apologize, guys. There was something I forgot to mention here. But we were meant to show you guys this. Guys, as you guys can see here with the Boars, this is who's currently starting the league, as you can see here. Commander Glitchy is the captain. And none of his cats play baseball. Eden B, Loza G, and Garden Gnome are already here. But just want to let you guys know, only 4 people can be part of the Boars tonight. There was a lot of requests for the Boars. So I wanted to show you guys that. So I really appreciate everyone who said just put me anywhere, which I really love. So there you go. So Galactico, you'll be 5th place, and soon you'll be invited to the locker room at the end of this stream. So thank you so much, dude. But now we're going to move on to the next one. The next one is the Whales will be picking next. Now, just want to let you guys know, the Whales here, a lot of players have left the Whales, which was quite a surprise. Yeah, I'm getting to it. A lot of people have left the Whales, but we know that, you know, they had a very good culture over there. They had a lot of love. And I guess they're just ready to... They've looked at this and just gone, we haven't lost any players. We've just got a locker room ready to make more friends. So we're looking forward to that. But of course, we need to obviously get into that, because I believe the Whales, they do have their selection. Oh, the Whales. I'll move that thing out of the way. The Blue Whales pick. What? 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 Oh my! It's the first shock of the draft! Oh my god, no way! Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first major move of the night. An all-star from Season 1 of the champion team, the Yaks, has quietly requested to be traded to another team. It is official. Scott Hunt, also known as Bandbot, has left the Green Yaks and has gone and joined the Blue Whales. Now this is huge. This is not a regular player changing teams. This is a champion player walking out of a defending champions team and joining a team that's building some serious momentum. Well, the Blue Whales will be very glad to add them on top, because we already know what Scott Hunt can do. But this is a very different version of Bandbot. You see, he's described himself as bringing the cool ice to the Whales. He likes skeletons, sunglasses, and ice, which sounds like a baseball player who's basically a cursed boss fight. They also claim to be 100% glitchless speedrun world record for sex in 4 seconds. And they can bench press 636 kilograms. They still live with their parents, they own a pet moth named Craig, and apparently they run a gym in Kew. So I'm not sure what the Whales have signed here, but maybe the coldest player in the league, the Yaks, have lost one of their own, and the Whales have gained some championship experience. Well, there we go, guys. Already a bit of drama straight away into the league. Pet moth. Oh, Underdweller, Necrocatic Games. What? Oh no! What's happened? Unbelievable. But that's okay. We'll have to move on to the next one here, because before we go on to the next one, we go on to the roster here for the Owls. Now, guys, the Owls are packed. That's all right, Neon Dinosaur. I can come up with something. The Owls are packed. A lot of their players returned. Maybe because the money's good, let's face it. But here we've got the Owls have got Drakred as the captain, the Caboose, Sweet Shayna, Instructor Nick, Lady Vengeance, and Red Bacado. I know some of you guys really wanted to join these guys, but there's only room for 2. Only room for 2 players here. So unfortunately, oddly enough, we are going to go by the bureaucratic thing here. Like, there is 4 rounds of drafts. The Owls have got 2 picks. So obviously with the last couple of rounds, we just go quicker. But, you know, they had their chance to pass. And there you go. So yeah, it looked like they're looking to get some revenge here. But we'll see what happens, because right now, guys, fire up, because guess what? I hear it's in from their manager. The Owls have made their pick. The Yellow Owls pick. Oh, wow. There was a bit of a delay there. OG Luna. OG Luna has joined the Owls. OG Luna was very quick to put their hand up. So there we go. OG Luna is looking to wear number 2 or 22, depending what is available. He's made it very clear that this is his favorite landing spot. Position-wise, they are very flexible. We're not too sure where they're going to go, but they are a community first, loyal, and ready to get stuck in. They like food, gaming, animals, and some very adult lifestyle choices that will keep broadcast friendly. They also used to play a lot of sports when they were younger. They spent 3 years as a mechanic and have become a big fan of the Aussie communities thanks to Drac Red and the Mighty Snatchers. So there we go. And obviously being teamed up with Drac Red there, no doubt that friendship will continue to prosper and grow. So I know OG Luna, you're going to be very, very happy with that. So congratulations, mate. You've joined them. And well, here's the thing now. We move on to our last pick for the round, and that is going to be the Yaks. But I guess this is out of date now. Oh, wait, no, it is in date. Okay. I guess I kind of knew it was coming. Well, here we have the Yaks. Do not have a captain. We have Necrocatic Games, Underdweller, and Fushcade, the bad boy of the league, all returning. But believe it or not, the Yaks only need 4 people to be a full squad. And I don't think it'll take them too long. But they've been working pretty hard here. They're not too worried. You know, they've never had anything easier there. Who's this nun guy? Who's this nun guy? It is a shocker, isn't it? But we'll see what happens because I hear that they're about to increase it to 5. So let's find out who it is. Guys. The Green Yaks choose.
Jeff Fresher. Jeff Fresher. Jeff Fresher.
Jeff Freshery. Jeff Freshery has joined the Green Yaks, the champions. Now, I had to put him there because, simply put, Jeff, you are the first person to basically join this community just for the baseball. You know, everyone else has been here already, but Jeff was basically, he heard about the baseball and he literally joined in because of it. So, there we go. He was in very, very early. So there you go. So Jeff, I'm pretty certain you'll be having no problem with this because Jeff comes to the league as a poker dealer from a local card room, which means he understands pressure, patience, and keeping the game face on. Now, he's a big sports fan. He loves all these teams from Miami. So he loves the Hurricanes, the Dolphins, the Marlins, the Heat, the Panthers, Miami. SCF? Is that football club? Not too sure. But I think that we've got someone here who understands sports very well. So there we go. That's our first round, guys. What's everyone's vibe? What's everyone's thoughts on these picks? We've already got some newspaper articles here about the draft here. So there we go. But I think before we do anything, we now go into the next part where we talk about some team profiles here. So we're just going to do a bit of a review here on the Mighty Yaks, of course, who obviously won last season. So season 1 belonged to the Yaks. They finished on top of the ladder with a 5-1 record, a massive 26-run difference, and then defeated the Owls 2-0 in the grand final to become the first ever champions of the Snatchers United Community League Baseball. On paper, they were the strongest team, but Season 2 begins a lot differently. The champions are not exactly walking in full strength, and they still don't have a captain. With a majority of their roster changed, they enter here with Season 1 gone and might have to start Season 2 all over again. But there are still some names that matter. Underdweller was one of the most competitive players on the team, averaging a 4.81 with hitting and 5 runs batted in, and serious speed on the bases. Necrocatic Games also brought a lot of power and production with 2 home runs of his own and 7 runs batted in on average. Fugcade was another mass contributor, even if he kind of got in trouble for doing stealing a moose head from a certain bar, but there we go. And, well, I was going to mention Scott Harwatt, Bandbot, but I guess he's moved on, guys. He's definitely a champion weapon and a key player from Season 1, but definitely some shockwaves here as he has looked to go and join the Whales. But can the Yaks maintain this and carry on without him? So look at this. Bye. Unbelievable. And so from the very top, before we do round 2, let's go straight down to the bottom, which is the Red Boars. It was a rough season for you guys. They finished at the bottom of the ladder with only 1 win, but that 1 win was a massive shock result with the Owls. And for a moment, it looked like that the Boars had finally gotten their shit together. Their speed, footwork, and chaos. They were so fast that they caught the Owls off guard in Game 4. But then, unfortunately, they stayed there and they didn't move from there. The Boars really struggled to turn training into results, and a lot of players just simply spread their growth too evenly, focusing on just covering all areas instead of taking the risks and being strong in just some. But there are some names worth mentioning. Garden Gnome held things down. Commander Glitchy now steps up as the captain after averaging a 375 with 1 home run, and Loza G bringing real production as well, with home runs of themselves as well. Queen Eden B is one to watch out for, who obviously has moments of being violent towards pitchers, and maybe they just might have that anger in them to do that again. So is Season 2 the redemption arc for the Boars? And with that, I guess it's now time to go on to round 2 of our draft picks here. I think you guys are pretty excited. It's obviously getting pretty tense here. So round 2 of the draft is just, look, you guys were very flexible, which I was really happy about. And, hang on. Okay. So the Owls will use their second and last pick here in this round. They've only got 2. They kind of want to speed things up. They're saying something about a certain stock crashing, so they want to get it over and done with. All right, so the Owls will be doing their second and their last pick in this round, but we'll have the same order. We will go with the Boars, the Whales, the Owls, and then the Yaks. So, yeah. But I guess we'll have to wait and see as we have the Boars. Yep, they are ready to go. So, the Boars. Here we go. The Red Boars pick. Mayhem 718 is now with the boys. Mayhem has joined the Boars. It was not really a secret that we could really hide here. He definitely was very, very keen for it, and definitely a scary player. Yes, you know, I saw him in the video. Now, just want to clear up, the reason why I'm on the side here is because I do have things showing up here. So yeah, that's right. You saw him in the video. Well, the Boars have gone. He looks like he's got the grit that's needed to take this team to the next level. So congratulations, Mayhem. Mayhem has joined the Boars. He's already, as you can tell, he loves the color red. He likes causing mayhem, and he's an absolutely wild combination to join the bullpen over there with the Boars. Underneath that name, though, there is some serious pedigree. He's a former firefighter, search and rescue team leader, which means that he knows about pressure, teamwork, and leadership, and staying calm when things get intense. So congratulations, Mayhem. I think the Boars will definitely benefit from your skills and your experience. As we okay, yep, the Whales are ready. They're not wasting any time here. They want to welcome in the new person into their family. So let's go to the Whales for round 2. The Blue Whales pick.
Cyber sin, rise, 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 built from echoes of the skies.
Cybersin.
Algorithms breathing low.
Cybersin has joined the Whales. Wow, this is it's pretty crazy, man. Cybersin is one powerful addition to this league. I mean, he's half human and half robot. He claims to be a cyborg from the future, and well, his number's still yet to be decided. But Cybersin comes into this league with a strong mix of gym, music, games, and pure main character energy. He was once a frontman for a locally famed band called Opus Bridge. He's also an actor and a voice actor, and they have done some serious traveling around the world. So I guess you're getting a real mix of character there. You're sitting on the edge for your seat. It's great. Does that count as enhancements? Not too sure. But our next one here is our last pick for the Owls. As you guys know, they only needed 2 players. So I guess we'll just move on to that straight away. But congratulations, Cybersin. You'll be added to the Whales locker room after this. And no doubt you're going to have a lot of sex. I love fun, happiness. Happiness. Cool. All right. So with that, yep, the Owls are definitely in on this. This is their last pick for the season draft because there's only room for 2. So off we go. The Yellow Owls pick. Eris Allah. Eris Allah. You have joined the Yellow Owls. I know you wanted it. You really wanted it. And you got them. And guys, that's it for the Owls. The Owls have their squad. They are complete. Headed by Captain Drac Red, Lady Vengeance, Red Picardo, Sweet Shayna, Caboose, Garden Gnome, and now they have OG Luna and Eris Alert. They are a very complete team here. It's looking like they're going to look pretty dangerous. And, you know, this is the thing, man. Even if you guys don't make it, hey, you guys are going to have a lot of money. So, yeah. Not me sitting here like my profile is totally not professional. It's all right, mate. We got one more here, and then we go into some profiles about the Whales and the Owls, and then we go to our third round here. So let's not hold off for much longer. Guys, the Yaks. Let's see what the Yaks want here. They are looking to improve their stock, so let's get right into it. The Green Yaks pick. Fuzzy Bear! Fuzzy Bear has joined the Green Yaks. So Fuzzy, I didn't get all your trivia, but I know that you have a very, very large following here. I'm sure a lot of your fans will be very excited to see you guys going. They drafted a Muppet. Different Fozzie Bear. The mighty Foswald is definitely going to have a lot of fun with this. I mean, obviously, very, very community driven, as we've seen online. Very supportive to a lot of communities. And Fozzie, it was quite tricky actually, because Fozzie did have some difficulty before. Unfortunately, a couple of weeks ago, his account in Discord kind of got taken over, but we were able to get the information, everything across. So Fozzie Bear, congratulations. You will be joining the Green Yaks for this season, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So there we go. And now with that, I guess it's time now to go into our next part here, which is we are going to talk about two teams now. We're going to talk about the Whales and the Owls. Oh, the Whales. I'll tell you what, mate. I feel a bit sad. Because you know what? The Whales just finished outside of the playoff picture last season, and at the end of it, they had become one of the most loved teams in the league. They had a massive late season comeback. They played in multiple legendary games. 2 of them are still argued if they are game of the season. And if the season had gone a little bit longer, you probably would expect that the Whales would have made it to the grand final. But you know what made the Whales really special? Was the spirit in the locker room and the way that team was. They truly were a team of peace, love, community, and baseball. They even invited the Owls in when they partied with the Owls and invited them in. Of course, they got told, no, you can't do that. But then they went and partied with the Boars before their game as well. They've literally had no beef with any other team. They are now led by Mitzi Rue, who had an average of 393 with her runs and 1 home run. She is supported by Seaside Peach and Verluent Von Waif, who claims to be working very hard on his arms to make sure he hits hard and hits for the fences a lot more often. The Whales enter season 2 looking to keep that community spirit alive, but can they turn these good vibes into a championship title? Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention this as well. Yeah, so guys, the Owls have updated their the Owls cut a label deal. They've cut a deal with a label, and so their song has been replaced. They've claimed that this song is because of trying to reach newer audiences, younger audiences, by being a little bit hip. So their song has been replaced by this. But let's talk about them. The Owls were runners-up of Season 1, a team that has built their strength via wealth, stocks, and corporate expectations, and maybe a couple of suspicious backroom deals. They came very close to buying themselves a championship. They finished strong, but they just lost in Game 2. It generally looked like that these guys could go to Game 3, but they just fell short. But there's some serious names to watch here. A lot of them are staying around. Of course, we've got Instructor Nick, I Am Caboose, Red Picardo, Sweet Shayna, Lady Vengeance, and of course Drac Red, who's come back with a lot of fury. Lady Vengeance was one of the biggest threats in the game. In her grand final, she even put up 4 home runs alone. But Drac Red became the big face of this team. Hashtag Justice for Drac spent most of the time on the bench before he finally had a chance to prove that he was worth being there. Even in the All-Star team, he actually did really well. And he made it to the All-Star team only when he had like a small amount of play. So, I guess the question is, we know that the Owls have the money. We know the Owls have the facility and the training, but can they actually get things done this time and get the job done? So, there we go. And now we move on to round 3 of this draft. Is the flow going all right? Are we cool? How was the bench? Look at this disrespect there. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness. As round 3 approaches at this stage, things are starting to look locked in. The Owls have definitely done here, and they are the first team to completely fill up their roster, and they're on paper and they're ready to go. But the other teams are still building. There's still room. So we'll see what happens next. As we know, the Boars are still building, the Whales are still looking, and the Yaks, well, they're desperate for some bodies in the locker room there to make sure it keeps going. So yeah, but let's get into it, guys. It is, or am I? Caps are fine, Jeff. Just want to let you know, I did it for over a decade. So yeah. Alrighty, shall we do it? Round 3, draft picks. I believe we're all good to go here. Let's do it. Starting off with the Boys. The Red Boars pick.
He's the greatest, he's fantastic. Wherever there is danger, he'll be there. It's Danger Mo! Danger Mo! Danger Mo!
Danger Moo! Danger Moo has joined the Red Boys. A great addition there. I'm not sure if it's because the Danger Moo or the Boars or, you know, I'm not too sure. But there we go. The Danger Moo, he might not be able to make it here tonight. Obviously, he's a bit unwell. But if you are here listening in, dude, congratulations. You are now a member of the Boars. So there we go. And now I guess we're going to move on to the next one here because the whales are in. So we'll go to the next team, which is the whales. Whales, are you ready to find out who has joined your team as round 3 approaches? The Blue Whales pick. Alex is playing. There we go. Alex is playing, who is a big following over there on the purple brand of, I think, 14K. He has joined the Blue Whales here, and obviously he'll probably be very happy to be a very happy penguin over there. So I know he's currently streaming at the moment. He couldn't be here tonight, but no, I think he'll be happy with that. So there we go. Guys, obviously now would be the time where we go into the announcement for the Owls, but obviously we're not going to have that, so we're just going to go straight to the Yaks. So right now, the Boars only need 1 more. The Yaks need... It's 1 more? 2 more? I don't know. I can't remember. I haven't got it off my heart. You have to keep it, I'm personally loving the little Snatch candy cans with the overlay. Doesn't proc. Yeah, by the way, I just, sometimes there's a delay there, so I do apologize for that, guys. I didn't say it was going to be perfect, but, I try my best. And the Whales, I'm not too sure. We'll have a look at it. I can tell you right now, I think there might be a team or two that might be 1 player short. But I'm still checking in with some people, so they couldn't make it for the announcements tonight. As you guys know, this was 2 weeks ahead in advance, so yeah. But there we go. All right, well, let's get into round 3 for the Yaks, because they're ready to pick their next player. So put your hands together, guys, for round 3 for the Yaks. The Green Yaks pick. Hectic Gerber! Hectic Gerber has joined the mighty Yaks. I think you're going to fit in just fine there, mate. I think you're going to be happy. There's a lot of Australian spirit over there in the Yaks. Bit of a mixture. We've got Canadian, Australians, an American. So it's a bit of an international team there, which is great. So there we go. Guys, before we carry on for our last final round of picks here, I do want to let you guys know about how this is going to work for Season 2. A lot of people are a bit confused about how leveling up is done. Just want to let you guys know, just going to explain it here, but there will be more information in the Discord, but I just thought I'd run it through with you guys. That there is 2 ways to level up. One is the safe way, and one's the risky way. The safe way is pretty obvious. Basically, meaningful attendance in streams, sharing clips online or from the week, and role-playing online social media. All these things. I'm watching it every week. So if you guys can do all that, you will guarantee a point for each one. It is possible to do this weekly, and you will actually become a very strong player. This is based off the feedback from people saying, we want to make sure that if you engage in this and you share the league, you grow. We did have a lot of complaints about how there were people who were just not as active, not as participating as others, and they grew really strong because of the luck of the role with what happened in the game. So yeah, if you have good attendance, you share the league around, you make moments, and you roleplay with everyone online, you get points. Or you can do the risky way. The risky way is obviously using the D100 system in the Discord. There will be some scenarios granted to you guys, and you guys just basically get to choose if you want to roll for it or not. However, only 3 rolls can be done. Now, when these rolls are mentioned, they will have their rewards and their deductions. So if you fail, you'll know what you're going to lose. And if you succeed, you know what you're going to win. So they can be very, very powerful. Someone who gets lucky will be able to get to max character within halfway through the season, I reckon, absolutely. But that's only if you succeed. So be careful of that. And also, don't forget, your captain also gets points for super fans, which means people who want to cheer on their favorite team, they can simply register and become a super fan. If they attend the stream and cheer, or they make clips as well, the team gets points to spend, and the captain will have extra points to spend on anyone that they wish. There's no Yaks captain at the moment, Galactico, so yeah, we'll be looking into that afterwards. I think once the stream's done, we'll have a chat with the players afterwards, and we'll see. So yeah. Now, another thing that's happening is captains. It's not just as easy as that. You guys will be part of the Captain's Council, which means every week the board of directors will be reaching out to you guys on Discord with your own scenario, where you guys have to make a decision about what's important for this week to help the league grow. There are some interesting things here. It could be voted that the losing team gets an extra few points, or the team with the most home runs gets some extra points, or the team that gets the most double plays gets the most points. But it's going to be up to the captains to vote each week about which scenario they want. Let the politics begin. So, simply put, guys, all this information will be in the Discord here, and it's just like, yeah. Fucking hell, calm down. All right. What? Okay. All right. Well, guys, we're near the end of our stream here. We've got to do our final round, because here at the final round here, we got 4 more picks. Sorry, not 4, 3. And suppose we better get into it to see who's got what. So, you guys ready for this? I'm just getting like some bit of aggression in the ear. Not too sure, but it's a bit weird. I don't know. But anyway, let's get into it. So the Boars, the 4th pick, is on its way for round 4. The Red Boars pick. Magic Ice! Magic Ice is the last member to join the Red Boars. Congratulations, dude. No doubt that is a pretty solid team. There's a lot of beard. There's a lot of beards in that team, which is kind of fits the vibe over there. So, no doubt, you guys aren't concerned with how it looks. You're concerned about the results. So, there we go. Magic Ice, I didn't get your trivia, so I'll just have to say, look, Magic Ice has had a beard since he was 10 years old and has been gaming for that long. like it says in the lyrics. That's it. So, there we go. All right. Well, we'll go to the whales now. We're running on time. We're doing all right. So, that's pretty good. Yep, we will go to the whales now. The whales will have their pick, so I suppose we'll get into it. Yeah, hold on. Yep, okay, cool. We'll get into it. So, I hope you guys are ready for it. The Blue Whales pick. Neon Dinosaur! Neon Dinosaur! Neon! Can we chuck this on? Can we chuck that on? You guys ready for this? You guys want to hear a fucking banger? Neon Dinosaur's pretty special here, mate. They have literally just joined the stream and in our very first conversation have joined the league. Time to party, Neon Dinosaur. Everyone. Everyone, put your hands together. It's time to party on. Yeah! Here we go!
Dinosaur in the box.
Wait. What? What do you mean? What? Okay. Guys, apparently the Owls are demanding they have a draft pick. Which is weird. They're claiming that they have a draft pick. Okay. The Owls pick? Alright, that's weird. That doesn't make any sense. The Owls are full. Well, yeah, it does. It puts you guys over. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. I think there's been a miscommand. Give me a second, guys. I just need to check my notes here. You know. What? Shit, okay. Alright. Okay. The Yaks have said they want their pick and they want it now. Apparently the Yaks are demanding... Alright. Okay. The Yaks are demanding they've got their captain. The Green Yaks pick. Oh my God! What? What the fuck has happened here? What the hell is going on here? What the hell? No, apparently, okay, no, word is in. Well, there we go. So, alright, well, it seems like there's a bit of a hostile reaction here in the chat. So, we must briefly talk about Halo There, but unfortunately Halo There was, has some stuff happening at the moment, so couldn't really, get to us here. But, Drakred has apparently been officially approached by the Yaks. Apparently a deal was made, and the Owls didn't want him as the captain. They didn't believe in him as a captain. Apparently, the Yaks see it, and the Owls don't. So unfortunately for the Owls do not have a captain, and the Yaks do. Well, Drakred, You just have to explain yourself here. Unbelievable. This has been I mean, if the Yaks and the Owls have already got tension, it just got worse. Well, we need to talk about Drakred here. Drakred's story in Season 1 is one of the biggest talking points in the entire league. Hashtag Justice for Drak. For most of Season 1, he was stuck on the bench for the Owls, watching and waiting, barely getting a chance. And then when he finally had a chance to do something, he showed it, but they still benched him. Drakred had the best batting average in the league, and that wasn't good enough for the Owls. And with that being one of the most effective players in the competition, it seems that the Yaks just saw it and went, we can take this guy. Maybe it's with a purpose here. But now, the Yaks are captained by Drakred, and the Owls are missing one player. Well, there you go, guys. And now, what happens now? Well, I suppose we better finish this up because we have to. Guys, what happens now is the free agency, the waiting list, and for our new draftees. You're going to come to my stream and we can create your character. So as our draft night finally comes to an end here, I know we've been waiting for a while, but I need to let you guys know that this season will not begin until after the World Cup. I'm not going to compete with the World Cup. So there we go. And yeah, so for those who we do have room for maybe a handful more, I do have to check with some people. They couldn't make it tonight. They got the contract late. But if they're all good, they'll have a soft joining and probably most likely be announced on X or Club as well. But there we go. So if you know anyone who's interested in playing, please reach out. Everyone, Neon Dinosaur, Jeff, Galactico, Aerosolor. If you know anyone else here who wants to be a part of it, feel free to, let me know. But for everyone else from here till then, I'll message you guys on the side, and I'll message every single player for your character sheet and let you guys know what you can build and what you can do. If anyone wants to update their character's look, just come to me in a stream and we'll throw the game over and you can build it on there. And obviously for our new players, we've got to build junior team. And of course, after this, we will invite you all to your locker rooms and it should be a lot of fun. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed the draft there. Was it good? Was it good? Did you guys enjoy it? Was it fun? Mighty Snatchers. This brings us to the end of Season 2 Draft Night. I want to say a big special thank you for everyone here being patient while I put this together. Everyone who signed up. Every captain helping organize the teams. Everyone helped filling out the form, sending details, feedback. Everything. Thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens very soon. Thank you, Kick, for putting me on the front page. And thank you, Mayhem, for the raid. Thank you, everyone. It's been good. This will be on YouTube as a replay, so you can watch it there. I won't be raiding out, though. This ends here. So, yeah. Guys, thank you so much for being part of tonight. I look forward to seeing you all on my regular streaming schedule on Monday. And when it comes to July, you know what they say, it's time to play ball. Take care of yourselves, guys, and see you soon. Cheers.